Hey guys, what's going on? Coming to you here with a quick little demonstration, or actually just an explanation, of Punisher 2099. I've got 3 videos linked in comments in this video that demonstrate the various abilities that he has. I had to do it in 3 videos because, to be honest, you don't always get every single type of situation with each person that you're fighting. So you might be fighting someone that's regenerating a whole lot, but you don't necessarily need to keep them from hitting their level 3 special attack. And so I did it in 3 different videos just so I could focus specifically on the various different abilities that he has. And I think I may have even put a 4th one in there because when I did the Vulture fight, or maybe it was the Maestro fight, I think it was the Maestro fight, double linked. In Act 4, I used Punisher so you could see how he blocks the Arc Overload 2.0. So check out the videos in the links, but let me just explain here, just with words that you can hear instead of just text overlay, what's going on with Punisher 2099. I know he's been out for about a month now. A lot of people have him. We've got some new champions coming out, so maybe people aren't as excited about this one anymore. But guys, he is a really cool champ with a lot of great abilities. And so let me go ahead and just explain him to you guys here. So I've got him at rank 5. He's at signature level 32. You can see here that his listed abilities are Nanotech, Heal Block, Regeneration, and Stun. Okay. So let's take a look here at his signature ability. It says a last-minute upgrade to his arsenal allows him to begin each fight with an additional 15% charge in his Nanotech battery, and also gain a new Nanotech auto effect. And then the other part is opponent hits max power meter. 50% of the battery is drained to drain 5% of the opponent's power and power lock them for a certain number of seconds based upon signature level. Okay, guys, let me just make this very simple for you. Think of his battery, his Nanotech battery, as having up to 100%. I've actually seen it go over 100, but let's just say it goes up to 100%. Each individual percentage is 1 nano charge. Okay, so in order for him to activate his signature ability and to drain the opponent's power bar 5% and to lock them, he has to have at least 51 nanocharges. Okay, because if he had exactly 50, he drains it down to 0. I don't think it works that way. So I always think of it as, in order for him to do that, he's got to have at least 51 nanocharges. And as long as he has that, you can keep doing it throughout the fight. In fact, I think the duel that I did with Hyperion, I'm pretty sure that I do it twice in that fight. Okay, and so the other part of his signature ability is typically he would start the fight with, I believe, 25 nanocharges, but when he's awakened, he gets an extra 15, so he'll start the fight with 40. So right away, you've got the ability to heal block someone if they're doing that, and probably do it twice by the time the one heal block wears off if it's multiple ones going on at the same time. So you can see here with his nanotech charging, he's constantly charging, guys. The nanotech battery begins the fight with 25% of max charge. Every 5 seconds, the battery triggers a recharge. And so you can see here that you're going to get either 3, 4, or 6 charges based upon however many buffs the opponent has. Either 0, 1, or 2. So with his automatic effects with the nanotech, here's where it gets really, really cool, guys. If the opponent has an active regeneration buff, and I'll just tell you, the Vulture boss in the current event quest, he's got a constant regeneration. The Green Goblin boss, he's going to regenerate. If you understand how it works, I'd have to go back and read it, but he's got his 2 effects. Either it's like his insanity stuff. I didn't prep, guys. I'm sorry, but I just know that he can regenerate when the 2 effects are even, and so you want to be able to take care of these heal block opponents. Okay, so if the opponent has a regeneration buff, 20% of the battery is drained to infect the opponent with nano inhibitors and heal block them for 8 seconds. Okay, so as long as he has 21 nano charges, he can heal block. Punisher drops below 10% health. The battery is drained entirely, allowing the Punisher to regenerate 29.8 health over 10 seconds. Now, it doesn't say that he has to have any certain amount of nanocharges. I think it just drains whatever is in your battery, and you can regenerate based upon the number of nanocharges that are drained. So obviously, if you have a fuller battery, you're going to get more regeneration. When the Punisher lands a heavy attack, 15% of the battery is drained to stun the opponent for 1.5 seconds. Now, this can be useful if you want to stun the opponent. I don't like that it necessarily drains my battery, because, again, I want to keep a healthy battery so I can keep heal blocking, or I can keep locking them out of their level 3. Okay, but if you're trying to avoid overdrive mode, where it drains the battery out and then has to recharge again, you can throw a stun out there, and that'll drain 15 battery, and then you don't have to worry about it. But I'll tell you guys, overdrive mode is very powerful. When the battery hits 100%, it immediately goes into overdrive and continually drains. It also cannot recharge until it is drained entirely and switches back to recharge mode. While in overdrive, Punisher gains 17.31 additional attack rating for each remaining percent in the battery, and his attacks cause his opponent to gain 90% less power. If you read the spotlight on the MCOC page, on the Kabam page, I think, for him, they list this as the single most powerful attack increase in the whole game. He gets like a 150% attack bonus while he's in overdrive mode. Okay, so he's hitting insanely hard. And I have another video out there too showing him in overdrive and how much harder he's actually hitting. Okay, so when he's in overdrive, he's also got really good power control. So if you don't have him awakened and you're trying to power control, just go into overdrive mode, guys. And then you can hit insanely hard, and they're going to gain 90% less power. Special Attack 1 switches the battery into overcharge, and you gain 16 charges over 8 seconds. Okay, so that's very good. I like to spam his Special 1 because I just keep adding power. Special Attack 2, 20% of the battery is drained. So again, if you want to drain his battery, if you're trying to avoid overdrive, then hit his SP2. If you're fighting someone like Nightcrawler or Spider-Man or somebody that's an auto-evade pain in the rear, then 20% of the battery is drained to activate auto-targeting. Okay, and so these passive auto-evaders cannot trigger that passive evade from his SP2. And I also have a video on that also. The grenade launcher is 100% chance to armor break, removing 2,000 armor rating for 10 seconds. Guys, that's a huge amount of armor reduction. If the battery has at least 10% charge, it expends that amount to double the duration of the armor break debuff. Special Attack 3, 50% of the battery is drained to disintegrate the opponent, dealing 2308 direct damage over 10 seconds and reducing their power gain again by 90%. So both his overdrive mode and his Special 3 attack can power control the opponent. So again, think of everything in here when it's talking about nanocharge battery percentage. Each percentage is 1 nanocharge. Okay, so go out there, check him out, look at the other videos that I have in comments, and have some fun with this champion, guys. He really is cool. He's a lot of fun to play with. He's a lot of fun to use against champions that are healing a lot or against power gain champions. Go out there, have some fun, and don't forget, you've been pierced. See ya.